Hello everyone! Well, we are finally back with our second part of our Q&A that we were supposed to do about a month ago. Sorry for the delay, but we have been very busy with getting our house ready for the baby. So yeah, anyway, we're here with Mr. Pig, and without further ado, shall we get to some of the questions? So the first one where we left off was from Bryce saying, have wondered since you guys got Birdie and now Birdie and Piggy are kept separate, what are the sleeping arrangements? How far away are Piggy and Birdie's nighttime beds from you and Henry? So Piggy sleeps where you see him. He sleeps on the couch, and Birdie sleeps in the kitchen on her bed, which she loves her bed, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And then of course Henry and I are upstairs. We can hear them snoring from our bedroom. How are they handling your pregnancy? That comes from Cassie. They are handling it really well. They're very sweet and I think a little bit more protective of me. They both like to be near the bump at times. So yeah, they've been doing really well. Babe, you can get this next one. Sarah asks, how did you and Henry meet and where did you get Birdie from?
Oh no, you're good at this story. You always tell this story.
I know, so it's your turn now.
No.
Where did we meet?
You're well equipped for this story. Well practiced.
I always feel like I talk too much in these videos. And like Henry doesn't get a word in, but I can never get him to talk. So Henry and I met in Belize many years ago. I was working there and Henry came as a volunteer, and we were scuba diving together and we became really good friends, and we were friends for a few years and then decided to see. We'll be right back.
Oh, phone call.
Well, sorry about that. That's the first time that's ever happened during filming, hey? That we've had a phone call come in. And it's like the one time that my phone's actually not on silent. Right, where did we get Birdie from? I can't remember the name of the place. It was something...
Look, Piggy's falling asleep in my elbow.
Oh, it was...
My elbow pit.
What was the name of the place where we got Birdie? Something Compton. That's why we say she's straight out of Compton.
It was in Gloucestershire, wasn't it?
I don't remember, to be honest.
As a general.
It
was in England.
Yeah, it was in England. Beatrice says, was Lincoln born deaf, and why were these two beautiful babies put up for adoption? Yes, Piggy was born deaf. You like to tell the story. How did they find out he was deaf, babe?
Oh, when he was a puppy.
Yeah.
They were tapping the food bowls to get them to come and eat as a regular routine, and then they would realise that he never came over.
Which, if you know Piggy, you know he loves his food. So they quickly realised something was up. And then they got him tested and he was in fact deaf. So they kept him. And then unfortunately there was an illness in the family and they couldn't keep him any longer. As you guys know, Piggy's very, very, very active, and his previous owner was in a wheelchair and unable to really, you know, look after him. Well, not look after him, they were looking after him, but wasn't able to exercise him a lot, and he kept climbing on her and sitting on her, and she wasn't able to move. So
he's very needy.
Yeah, he's very, very needy. And then Birdie was put up for adoption because her previous owners were leaving the country. So yeah.
He may be deaf, but he's actually he compensates quite well, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he definitely does. I mean,
he notices things better, I think.
Yeah. He also,
like, he sees things happening and he realizes
what they mean.
Yeah. So you don't always notice that he's deaf because he's pretty instinctive now.
Yeah, I mean, if I put a sweater on, he knows we're probably going for a walk.
Yeah, he can tell your body language.
And he can tell also if he's coming on the walk or if he's not. And if he can tell he's not coming on the walk, he gets very hopeful and then tries to get himself on the walk. He also has learnt that Birdie has magical powers because he watches Birdie for reactions, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So, which is pretty clever. Right, Hot Dog says, who do you think will be more upset once the baby arrives and takes away the attention, Pig or Bobo?
Pig.
I don't think they'll be upset though, because Piggy loves children. He absolutely loves children. I wish it was appropriate for us to film him when we are out and about and we come across kids, but you know, I don't want to just be filming other people's children without permission. He will pull and pull and pull to get near kids. He loves them so much.
I think my hand's going now.
I'm sure. Will any house rules change once your baby arrives? Probably not, hey?
I think so.
I think we've gotten it to a happy medium now. When we first started living with the dogs separate, it felt like an impossible task, didn't it, babe?
Yeah.
And it was very stressful. We didn't know how we were going to make it work. But we have found a way of living that's comfortable and happy for everyone. And obviously, when we started restructuring our lives after the big fight in April, we already had the baby in mind as well. So I don't think anything will change. Felicia says, how often do you visit South Africa? Do you miss home ever? The last time we were in South Africa was for our wedding, so that was 2.5 years ago. And we don't have any plans at this time to visit again. I do miss home. Of course I miss home. Especially at times like I've just found out that my brother is having a baby. And so his baby is going to be born 5 months after our baby. And, you know, I'm very, very close with both of my brothers. And I would really love it if our babies could be close to each other. So yeah, it's definitely times like that where it kind of stings a little, but you know, luckily there's FaceTime and other kinds of technology that you can keep in touch. I know it's not the same, but yeah. I'm just looking. Some of them are repeat questions, so I'm not going to ask them again.
But Piggy makes an excellent cup holder.
Oh, nice job, Piggy.
Well done, Piggy. My drink is all cold now, so it's okay.
Here's a funny question. Beatrice says, has Lincoln become more mischievous since losing his weight?
Who? Lincoln?
Yeah. You know who has become more mischievous is Henry.
Why?
Lincoln loses weight and then Henry ups Lincoln's food without telling me. And then I start noticing Lincoln's getting chubby again.
Poor Piggy.
And then I have to put my foot down and say he's going back on diet. But Henry likes to creep the food back up again, don't you, honey?
Poor Piggy doesn't like to be slim.
Oh, this is a good question for you, babe. It comes from Felicia. Is cooking a big part of firefighter culture in the UK like it is in the USA?
Yeah, it's a traditional thing. But not all stations maintain that tradition.
But yours does.
Well, my watch does.
Yeah, they have a mess club where they all contribute and they take turns cooking, and you really love it though, don't you?
Yeah. But they used to have chefs on station, and you'd get like 11 o'clock sandwiches, and then you'd get your lunch.
If they ever bring that job back, I want it.
But we don't have chefs anymore because they can't afford to pay chefs, so we have to do it.
I'd love to just walk around the corner to the fire station and cook for you guys, and then come back home again. That sounds perfect.
Yeah, that would be cool. But not all watchers do it anymore. They do their own. Some watchers do their own thing, like people just bring in their own food and like a normal job. Some watchers just do like they'll do a watch meal maybe like once a week or twice a week, maybe just the weekend, and then they do their own thing in the week. And then some do it like us. So
what kind of food do you get for lunch?
Oh, we do curries. What that we make?
Yeah.
We do curries, fish and chips,
roast sometimes.
Yeah, on the weekend, on Sunday. We do fry-ups on Saturday.
Yeah, they don't go hungry. And, I mean, you guys have ice creams and cakes and...
Yeah, that's like afternoon snack.
Right. Vintage Vixen says, are you still in touch with Zoey? I know you have a lot going on with the little loves, your jobs, and the baby coming, but any plans for a visit with Lincoln anytime soon? I haven't spoken to Zoey in a while. She follows us on social media. We follow her. So we do kind of keep in touch that way. We know what's going on. We did want to do another visit, and then, of course, like you say, baby, and we've just been really busy and stuff. So we probably will try and plan something again after the baby's born, because it would be so nice to see her again. Hot dogs. Do you go to any bulldog meetups? We don't. We don't. And this is the reason why. If Lincoln liked other dogs, I think we would try and go to more bulldog meetups and stuff like that, but it would be so stressful. Right, let me see. My arm is getting exhausted.
My little finger's got so many pins and needles.
Oh, shame. I can't find the question on here, but I do know that there was a question from Ambidextra, and it was specifically for you to answer, babe. She said that I mustn't answer it. You have to answer it. What made-up songs do we have for Birdie?
I don't know. I only remember them in the moment.
Can't you remember any right now?
No.
What about Birdie is a good girl?
No.
You don't want to sing that one?
No.
And what about your Barbie girl one?
No.
Oh, Henry's gotten really shy.
Those are private.
We both like to make up silly songs for our dogs. I can't think of any for Pig right now. Can you?
I don't know.
I can't remember now. But yeah, we do sing this song to Birdie that kind of, oh, my voice is terrible. It kind of goes, Birdie is a good girl, good girl, good girl. Birdie is a good, good girl. And that started actually when she got spayed, and she was obviously like struggling and in pain and stuff. And I just started singing that to her when they were like doing stuff on her tummy, and then it kind of stuck. So, and then Henry sings Barbie girl but Birdie girl to her, which is really cute. I'll have to try and catch him in the moment singing to her so I can share it with you guys. Right, this video has been nice and long. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if we didn't get to your question, I do apologize. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Piggy, say bye. He can't. Bye, everyone. Guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up or even share it. If you're new around here, make sure you hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you never miss an upload.